Sketching of a tangent function using a and k, y equals a tan kx. Let us now sketch a graph of the function of the form y equals a tan kx. First, we examine the characteristics of the given function. Y equals -3 tan 2x. 0 degrees less than or equal to x less than or equal to 180 degrees. By comparing it with standard form of tangent function y equals a tan k times x plus p. Here a equals -3, p equals 0, and k equals 2. Now, p equals 0. This means that the graph is not shifted horizontally. K greater than 1, which means that the graph is compressed horizontally. The period of this function is half the period of the function y equals tan x. Period equals 180 degrees over k equals 180 degrees over 2 equals 90 degrees. We can see that a lesser than -1, which means that the graph of this function is a reflection of the graph of y equals tan 2x about the x-axis and is vertically stretched. Observe the critical points on the graph of y equals tan x, which are either the x-intercepts or the asymptotes. Now, let us consider the parameter k. Since k changes the period of the function, the graph of y equals tan x will be compressed horizontal by a factor of k to give the graph of y equals tan kx. The graph of the function y equals tan 2x will complete one full cycle between 0 degrees and 0 degrees plus 90 degrees equals 90 degrees. If the graph gets compressed by a factor of k, all the critical points will also be compressed by the same factor. So, the interval spacing between the critical points will now reduce by a factor of k. Interval spacing when k equals 2. 90 degrees over 2 equals 45 degrees. The table of critical points can now be completed for y equals -3 tan 2x. We shall add two more sets of points to the critical points, namely when -3 tan 2x equals -3 and when -3 tan 2x equals 3. Negative tan 2x equals -3 when 2x equals 45 degrees, or 2x equals 45 degrees plus 180 degrees equals 225 degrees. Therefore, x equals 22,5 degrees, or x equals 112,5 degrees. -3 tan 2x equals 3 when 2x equals 135 degrees, or 2x equals 135 degrees plus 180 degrees equals 315 degrees. Therefore, x equals 67,5 degrees, or x equals 157,5 degrees. We now have the critical points that we need to sketch the graph. We first mark the critical points on the graph. Now, we can draw a smooth curve through the points, carefully noting that the graph of the tangent function cannot pass through the asymptotes. This gives the sketch graph of the function y equals -3 tan 2x. We can also mention the domain and range on the sketch. The y-intercept is 0, 0. The x-intercepts are 0 degrees, 0, 90 degrees, 0, 180 degrees, 0. The asymptotes are x equals 45 degrees and x equals 135 degrees. The period of the given tangent function is 90 degrees.
Need more help? Subscribe to our channel. Can't wait that long? Ask Masky to help you and let the math finally start mathing.